Hello, welcome back to another bonus Friday video. If you missed the announcement, anytime I have a bonus video, typically unrelated to art, like this for example, a vlog, it will be posted on Fridays at my usual time. Since they're random, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Alternatively, you can follow me on Blue Sky. As always, my social media is linked in the description box. And this video is special because it is being uploaded the day before my cat's half birthday. He will officially be 2.5, and I will have had him for 6 months. This video is also special because it is his official introduction. So, welcome to the first member of my team, Beetle. If you follow me on Blue Sky, he's already been introduced, but for the rest of you, here he is, my son. Ever since I turned 18, spoiler alert if you didn't know I was over the age of 18, and came to the realization that I could legally adopt a pet, I have wanted a cat. I love animals, and in the future I want a dog as well, and some more cats. There were 2 things really stopping me from getting one right when I turned 18, my housing situation and my study abroad plans. My housing situation was a dorm during the school year and my parents' house for the summer. And I also had plans to study abroad either during the summer or for a semester, meaning I'd be gone for like 1 to 4 months depending on the program. And ultimately the study abroad plans fell through and I became a commuter student to save money. Now, the only thing stopping me from getting a cat was my mom. While she loves animals like I do, she was worried that if we got another cat, she would become responsible for them, and while she did trust me to take care of them, she was still generally worried about having another animal in the house. If you didn't know, we already have a family dog and a family cat. But after a lot of convincing and, frankly, begging, she gave me permission. Yippee! I was talking to her and I said that I'd start looking / get one during the summer so that I would be home more often and they could get used to me, I could get used to them, take care of them, everything like that. And she replied that there's no reason I couldn't start looking now. Bam! I was sold. I looked at the Humane Society's website and some other shelters before narrowing it down to 2 kitties that would fit my lifestyle as a student. The first, admittedly, was not the best choice, as he was a kitten who someone was looking to rehome, likely a kitten that kind of just showed up at their house. And the second was a 2-year-old cat who was being rehomed because a family was having trouble with their other cats misbehaving. And the second I laid eyes on that sad beetle face, I knew he was the one for me. I put in an application for him and waited anxiously for a response. And the day after I put in the application, I received an email from one of Beetle's owners. I got more information about him, and I was told that he was really sweet, got along with their other 2 cats, was a playful little guy, and was pretty independent. I was also told that he was on the smaller side for a 2-year-old and that he has a bit of a lazy eye that gets a little runny. The reason for him being rehomed was that the family just had a baby and their other 2 cats were being territorial and misbehaving. His owner made it very clear that he was not the problem child of the family, and they were hoping that if they thinned their herd, their other cats might start behaving. So I got another response the next day, and I got to meet him that night at a local pet store. He was so sweet, and the second he was in my arms, I knew I wanted to take him home right away. I didn't want to rush his previous family, since I can't imagine how hard it would have been to give up a pet. However, they had been preparing for his departure, and I was able to take him home then and there. Beetle was his original name, and I was thinking when I got a cat, I'd name him Pippa, Pip for short, after my partner and I met a kitten earlier in the year who had that name. Pulling a Jaded Animations, if you will. However, Beetle was such a cute name, I couldn't bring myself to change it, and it fits him so well. In case you were wondering, his previous family did name him after the Legend of Zelda character. Additionally, one of their other cats' names was Mario, and you might be able to hear him playing in the background. As I mentioned, my partner What a goober. As I mentioned, my partner came with me and helped me get him into the car and inside the house, and I had everything set up in my room for him already. I just had to make the litter box and feed him. My partner left shortly after as he had other plans to attend, and I stayed in my room in hopes he would start to get used to me. I picked him up Thursday evening, and he was pretty comfortable with me by Saturday evening, Sunday morning-ish. He began to eat, use the bathroom, and even jumped into bed with me for bedtime. He began exploring my room and quickly became attached to the cat tree. Since I knew he liked beds because he was in the cat tree so much, I proceeded to spoil him with objectively way too many. And he uses all of them. I have one at my desk, which is how he often makes his appearance in my videos, sticking his little paw in frame. One at the top of his cat tree. 2, one at the top, one at the bottom, beds in a 3-tiered cart I have, my bed, and my window bench, which he has claimed as his own. This whole room is basically his. He also loves catnip and string toys, and he's totally not spoiled. He's totally not playing with one of those string toys right now in the background. So during those first few days, he was very skittish and found every hiding place he could. Under my cart, under my bathroom cart, in the corner, under my dresser, and under my desk. He also hid under my bed, but I didn't get a good photo of that one. And here's that photo of him sleeping on my bed for the first time. I was so excited and shocked that I blinded the poor man because I refused to move because I didn't want to accidentally scare him. And when he gradually warmed up to me, he let me give him lots of pets while he purred like a little engine/muffler. His purr has a little popping sound to it. It's very cute. It's such an elegant way to sit. Oh, he flumped. Here's him on the window bench I mentioned, and he put his little paw on me. Oh, it was so cute. And as he got more comfortable with me, he would spend more time around me. So here he is right next to my laptop while I worked on some stuff. While these videos are playing, I do want to address his goopy eye since it makes kind of a quite prominent position, I guess, in some of these photos and videos. After getting BEEDLE and after he warmed up to my room a bit, I took him to the vet so he could have a health checkup. They looked at his eye and gave me some eye drops, and that worked for about a month before the goop came back. As of now, after having gone under anesthesia for some dental work, they attempted to do a tear duct flush and found that he has very small tear ducts, which is what they believe to be the cause of his tears. They also believe he was born with small tear ducts, not something that was caused at any point. And as of writing the script, I have taken him to an ophthalmologist, and I don't have the results of that yet because that is coming up this week, but I'll try to remember to put an update in the pinned comment. So here's some videos of him being a menace to society while I was dealing with a minor injury. Yes, he's playing with some cat litter. I ripped my toe off and look how helpful this guy is being. Oh my goodness, this little stinker. I heard him batting something around and I'm like, what is he doing? He grabbed the dog bags that I've been using to scoop the litter box and he unraveled the whole thing. Welcome, BEEDLE. What do you have to say about your crime? Back to the scene of crime. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Caught on camera. Caught on camera. Anyway, he's a complete menace. Those bags were inside of my bathroom cart, so he pulled them out of the cart and then proceeded to unravel them. They have now been put in a drawer to stop him from doing that again. And here he is upset that I haven't opened the curtains yet for him to look out the window. Here he is having some TV time. He loves looking at the birds and whatnot on my monitor screen. He usually just kind of watches the birds, but he'll go up and paw my screen when there's like a chipmunk or a squirrel on there. But he doesn't use his claws when he touches the screen, so I haven't had to like push him away or anything. Oh, here's that big yawn. And here's him being both a menace and an artist. Yes, he stole my pencil while I was trying to draw. And here he is watching the squirrels and chipmunks to keep them in line, you know, from safely within the house. There was one time there was a chipmunk outside the screen door and he ran straight into it. He really has no interest in being outside. I assume he has like some trauma from when he was like a stray cat, and so he has like no interest in going outside, but he likes watching nature go by. And he also likes to sit on my laptop when I'm not paying enough attention to him, / when he's ready for dinner. And he walks it all across it while I'm working on things, as you saw before and potentially heard. Here's his big stretch. He loves doing this after he gets up from a nap. And my mom got him a catnip toy. He's a catnip fiend. But this was him experiencing his first catnip, or the new catnip toy. And he does tolerate being brushed really well. I know sometimes people would be wondering because he's a long-haired cat, but yeah, he tolerates being brushed, and that's about how much I get out of him every single time I brush him. So here we got a whole plant of catnip, and I wanted to see what he would do if he got introduced to it. And so this was that. And I also got a video of him purring. And I also got a video of him eating. Specifically because he's very loud. And the next one I'll be quiet for, so I'll explain it right now. But I also got a video of him meowing because he has the most pitiful meows I have ever heard, and they're especially sad when he's in the car and has to go to the vet, and he sounds so sad with his sad little face and his little teary eye, and he's just a pathetic little bean. For context, this was me laying in bed and him wanting to leave my room because he's in my room overnight. But here's some pictures of him hiding during a thunderstorm. Like I said, he was a stray before his previous family, so I assume he also has some trauma with thunderstorms and rain. He always hides in my closet or under my bed. So this time, because he was in my closet, I moved to sit with him. And since it was cold, I brought a blanket with me. But After being in my closet, he went under my bed and I climbed back into bed, but then I heard him meow, so just as I was about to go look under the bed for him, he hopped onto bed and he looked scared, so I pulled him into my arms. And he doesn't really like being held, but he stayed tucked into my arms and on my stomach, and he even let me move him next to me so I could lay on my side to fall asleep. And I don't know how long he stayed with me, but when I woke up in the middle of the night, he was still there. So my partner and I did a little photo shoot with him. And we're all wearing lemons. And this is one photo my mom got of him. He's mid-meow, but it kind of looks like he's smiling. And then I got him one of the ball toys, which is what you heard earlier. Here's him being crazy. And here's the meme my best friend made that has become a very prominent quote in my household. Just me on my way to get you. Some more insanity. Him literally scaling my sister's comforter that was hanging over the railing to dry. Like, my brother's the one recording, and we're just standing there and we're watching him, and he's just like, why? There's steps right there. And then here's a video of his big stretch. And this video, or this picture, kind of shows his little lazy eye. Some people find this picture very scary of him. I find it cute because he's just a baby, and it shows his little goopy eye as well. It's got like the crust around the eye. And also on the right, I washed my bedding, and he was obsessed with my bed. It's just laying on the sheets, laying on the comforter. Once that was dry, he was on my bed like the whole day, and he doesn't usually do that, so that was fun. And then he's also recently taken up sunbathing. He really likes just laying on the floor in the sun in the morning, usually when I'm doing my work and stuff. He also would like to show you his toe beans. He's got little fuzzy paws, some fuzzy beans, and he tried to steal my goldfish. Oh, baby. Why are you so sad? He's crying behind me. I don't know if my mic will pick it up, but he's being a little pathetic. Also, I did end up giving him a goldfish, and he basically just licked the salt off of it and left it on the floor. So then I had to pick it up. But here he is with his little flump. Another little flump. He's got the nickname Roly Poly from me because he'll flump and then he'll roll on his back and flump the other way and then back again, and he's so cute. This video goes quick, so I'll explain it again now. But here's a video my sister took of him while they were playing, and he launched the toy back at her. Oh, nope, never mind. Big yawn first. Big yawn. Boing. Okay, we're back. Here he is with him sleeping, and I have so many pictures of him sleeping in various cute little positions. I'm going to include them all kind of now as a bit of a slideshow. I included the video of him eating because honestly he sounds so funny when he eats. He's very food motivated and sounds like a little gremlin munching. He wakes me up in the morning when he's ready to eat, and he excitedly purrs and jumps on my bed waiting for me to get up. Which brings me back to the statement of his previous owner. He told me he won't cuddle and he's very independent. And he is quite independent. He keeps himself pretty occupied, but he's also very clingy. He doesn't really cuddle, but he likes to be right next to me, whether I'm at my desk or in my bed or in the bathroom. Whenever I shower, he sits outside the bathroom door and cries, and he cries when I go upstairs, like yowling cries for me. And he wanders about the basement and just screams for me. It's very cute, but also very pitiful. And honestly, even 6 months later, it's kind of hard to believe that this little creature is mine and I'm responsible for him. I still get surprised when I walk into my room and he's just there. I love him so much, and honestly, I couldn't imagine my life without him. He adds so much joy to my life, my partners, and my families. Speaking of, my mom adores him. And yeah, I have a lot of photos of him. And more videos to showcase. This one's him making little biscuits. He doesn't really make a lot of biscuits, but this one, he was just kinda eepy and he made some. Oh, here's another yawn. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. If you have any questions, I'll answer them in the comments about them. Beetle is on my desk trying to walk across the keyboard, so he says bye as well. Oh my goodness, Beetle. He's walking on my computer, and so give me a sec. But during the day, he can like go out and... He just turned my PC on. Sir! Sir, what are you doing? It has a little button on the top of the case, and so he just jumped on it, and now he turned the fan on and everything. Oh boy. He never stops. It's a gooper. Beetle on the keyboard. Beetle on the keyboard. He loves opening Microsoft Teams. And he has come back across my computer and opened Teams again. I don't even use Teams. Thanks, Beetle. Oh, I didn't want to play it. Okay, manual play. Oh, Bud, you're on the keyboard again. He really wanted you to see that in full quality. Full screen, high quality definition. Come on. Come on. Buddy, what did you do? Stop. I know you want attention. This video is all about you, bud. All about you. Oh, goodness gracious. You got words to say to the people, or are you just gonna walk across my keyboard? Thanks, bud. Thanks. I put in an application for him and waited anxiously for a response.